All right, so get this. We're diving into data science today.
Ooh, fun.
Yeah. You sent over some info on this Aegis School of Data Science in India,
Hmm.
and I gotta say, I'm kind of intimidated by all this. Like, AI machine learning, it
Sure.
all sounds so futuristic, you know?
I get it can feel a bit overwhelming.
Exactly. But that's what we've got you here for, right? To
Oh,
like,
hi.
you to
Yeah.
break it all down so we can actually understand what data scientists do.
Absolutely happy to help.
So, where do we even start with something this complex?
Well, the material we're looking at uses this analogy.
Okay.
It says data scientists are like superheroes with crystal balls, which I
Um,
find kind of amusing. I
yeah,
mean,
a bit dramatic.
it is a bit dramatic, but it gets at the idea that these folks
Okay.
can see patterns in data that most of us miss.
So they're not just like number crunching robots then.
Yeah, no, not at all.
They can actually predict what's coming next. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, exactly. They use all these tools,
Uh-huh.
like AI and machine learning,
Wow.
to analyze tons of data
Mm-hmm.
and then find insights that can help businesses like make better decisions or develop new products.
So like if a data scientist worked at Netflix,
Yeah,
they'd know I was going to binge that whole reality show before I even started.
exactly. Or they could help a company figure out
Right.
what kind of product to develop next
Wow.
based on like trends and customer behavior.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
We need to back up for a sec.
Sure.
The source material just throws around terms like it's nothing.
Oh, yeah.
AI, machine learning, deep learning.
It's a lot.
It's like alphabet soup. Can we break those down a bit?
Absolutely think of AI as the big umbrella.
Okay.
It's all about machines doing things that usually need human intelligence.
Gotcha.
Then you've got machine learning, which is a part of AI,
Mm-hmm.
where computers learn from data without you having to give them instructions.
Like specific instructions for every situation.
Right, exactly.
So instead of programming a computer to play chess
Mhm.
by teaching it every possible move,
Yeah.
you could just feed it a bunch of games. Tons of games.
And let it figure out the strategies itself.
Precisely. And then there's deep learning,
Okay.
which is like machine learning, but more complex. It uses these things called artificial neural networks.
Ooh. No, you're just showing off.
No, I'm serious. They're inspired by how our brains work.
Really?
Yeah. And they can analyze even huger data sets.
Okay, my brain is doing gymnastics trying to keep up.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I know it's a lot to take in.
But I think I'm getting so data scientists use these tools
Right.
to find patterns and make predictions.
Yeah.
What does that actually look like in the real world?
Well, think about those chatbots.
Oh, yeah.
The ones that pop up on websites to answer questions,
Uh-huh.
or the recommendations you get on Amazon,
Right, right.
or Netflix for like stuff you might like.
Mm-hmm.
Those are all data products.
Whoa, so it's not just some abstract thing.
No, not at all.
It's already in our everyday lives.
Exactly. Data science is everywhere these days.
Okay, well, now I'm even more curious about this Aegis program. Yeah, let's dive into that.
The material is definitely painting a rosy picture.
Of course it is promotional after all.
Exactly. But let's try to assess it objectively here.
Sounds good.
First off, it focuses on data science, business analytics, and AI.
A trifecta.
Yeah. And it's supposedly India's first data science program.
Is that right?
Yeah, established back in 2015, and they brag about having instructors from,
Okay, let me guess big names.
you got it, IIT, Google,
Of course.
Microsoft, IBM.
Makes sense. They want to highlight that expertise.
Oh, yeah. And speaking of expertise,
Yeah.
the list of tools and skills they cover is insane.
Like what kind of stuff?
Python, TensorFlow, Hadoop, Tableau.
Wow, that is a lot.
It's like a data science boot camp.
And that makes sense though, right? Because
Yeah.
data scientists need a broad skill set these days.
Totally. They need to know how to code and analyze data,
Absolutely.
visualize it, communicate it.
It's a demanding field for sure.
And they emphasize all the hands-on experience students get
Oh yeah, like what?
through internships and consulting projects.
That's smart because
Yeah.
it's one thing to learn the theory,
Right.
but actually applying it in real-world settings
Yeah.
is crucial.
Totally. And they make a big deal about their career management center,
Uh-huh.
which helps students land internships and placements,
Sorry,
like
what?
companies like Reliance, Deloitte, EY.
Oh wow, big names.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So clearly those companies see the value of this program.
Yeah, that's a good sign for sure.
And they even have this Center for AI and Data Science for Social Good.
Now that's interesting.
Right. One of their projects is called Kozo.
Kozo, what's that?
It's a mobile app that uses facial recognition to help find missing children.
Wow, that's amazing.
Right. It's like using data science to make a real difference.
Absolutely, a great example of the positive impact it can have.
But get this, Kozo is just one of many cool projects they showcase.
Really? Like what else?
There's pothole detection using computer vision,
Wow.
an AI that generates stories from images,
That's why.
an AI-powered cricket commentator. Seriously. It seems like their students are tackling all sorts of challenges.
That's really impressive.
Yeah.
It shows they're not just focusing on one narrow area.
Exactly. It's about using data to make an impact across different fields.
And that's what makes data science so exciting.
Totally. I have to admit, this is way more interesting than I thought it would be.
I told you. But before we get too carried away,
Yeah.
let's talk about the business side of things.
Okay, good point, because data science isn't just about the tech.
Exactly. You know, I was so caught up in all the tech stuff, I almost forgot the business side of things.
Right, yeah.
This material mentions a strong business analytics focus in the Aegis program.
Makes sense. Data scientists don't just work in a vacuum, right?
I guess not.
They need to understand how businesses operate.
So it's like knowing how to code is only half the battle.
Yeah. You need the business smarts, too.
To use the data to help companies make better decisions or whatever.
Exactly. Data helps businesses increase profits.
Understand their customers better, all that.
And the material highlights how Aegis grads have landed roles in marketing finance operations.
They're not just becoming like pure data scientists.
Right. It seems like companies want people who can bridge that gap.
Absolutely. Data savvy folks are valuable across different departments.
Totally. Okay, so we've talked tech business, real-world applications.
What else is there? Makes sense. The program seems to be setting them up for success.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground.
We have from the basics of data science to the specifics of this program.
But what stands out to me is the emphasis on real-world impact.
Absolutely. It's not just about the theory.
Right. It's about using those skills to actually solve problems.
Like finding missing children, improving infrastructure, helping businesses make smarter decisions.
Yeah, that's what makes this field so exciting.
Totally. It has the potential to make a real difference. We have to be mindful of that.
This has been eye-opening, honestly.
Yeah.
I started out kind of intimidated by data science.
I remember.
But now I see it in a whole new light.
It's more than just numbers and code.
It's about making a difference, solving problems.
Exactly. And hopefully creating a better future.
So to our listener, we hope this deep dive has been valuable.
We've covered a lot.
We explored what data science is, how it's used, and as data plays a bigger role in our lives.
Which it will.
We encourage you to stay informed, ask questions.
Be part of the conversation.
Because ultimately the future of data science
is up to all of us.
Well said. Thanks for joining me on this deep dive.
My pleasure anytime.
Until next time, stay curious, everyone.